Hi everyone. I just finished looking at all your presentations, presentations this Saturday at about noon, and I just returned also from auditions at FIU today for new colleagues for the spring and for the next fall. I have finished sending the information that some of you sent me last night or this morning. You should have an email for each one of the groups with specifics to your projects. But there are a couple of things that are pervasive, that are cutting across all presentations that need to be addressed, right? One is a reminder that the aim here, the goal here is that you become experts into that area. And by experts means that you have looked at issues with teaching and lesson planning. Several of you have not addressed that yet into the presentations. A draft understanding, you have the rest of today and tomorrow. One other area's expertise is outside research. Some of you started but didn't even cite some of the articles that you have that I provided for you, and you needed to find at least two more articles that link and that you cite. Some of you did have very good citations. You went into the text, you copied it, you placed it on Prezi. It's very good. We still need each one of the areas of the presentations. Some of you organized with like the Prezi circle, right, or with a particular video or a particular kind of shape and form. Each one of those areas, let's say in the issue of bullying, the membership, or the issue of being an outsider versus insider, in terms of technology, issue of new gadgets versus kind of old technology. Each one of those needs to have, and I repeated that time and again, needs to have a whole environment, right? Again, part of that expertise needs to have websites that you went and you took a screenshot of something that was part of an interesting, you brought to Prezi. So you can talk about that, you can point something out as you do in the presentation that has a connection to a video. There's also comments, right? So all organized text needs to immediately be linked, right, to at least 3, 4, 5 different things that are going to help us to understand what it is that you mean and what it is that you're talking about, rather than just the little lines with the text, right, and then your presentation, obviously. So I want to see that much better integrated. The other part that everybody needs to continue to work is the overall picture, right? Starting with an idea, the question, an essential question, and then trying to link that throughout. So linking through the big picture, the difference between kind of general outside education and music education, then to the specifics of it, and then into the discussions, right? Again, the discussions don't have to be at the end. They can be intermittent throughout the project and your presentation, but the discussions can also take place at the end, right? So discussion can be at the end, or they can be more connected through the presentation. Is your choice, but they have to be there. But what's important is that there is that kind of larger question in the back of your mind, kind of that essential question that's going to keep us and get us through the whole process. Okay, so just remind you, thinking about that the central issue is presenting expertise. Have you become an expert? And that expert needs to be in several parts. In the research, articles, things from newspapers as well as from like MEJ, Music Educators Journal, and others that we talked about. And there's a video helping you to navigate that in previous emails, right? So the research is an important part. The other one is a connection to teaching, lesson plans, ideas. The other one is connected to also to this kind of integration that we talked. Text, central ideas, and then link directly to visually to part of websites that you connected by, another chart or a Venn diagram or something that you developed, that you saw, that will help us all to understand, have a very rich vision of this. Same thing with the videos. The videos can be something that serve as an example of a point that you're trying to make, or something that elicits like a set of questions for us, right? Something that sparks maybe the beginning of a conversation, or maybe that jump starts you a transition between one area or the other, or really makes a point. right? So again, remember, this is you presenting to your colleagues, to your peers, with a much greater level of depth of expertise that you bring, both in terms of scholarship, in terms of the teaching and connections to teaching, examples, videos that exemplify, websites, so forth and so on, as well as the kind of a presentation of the overall issue. Okay, I'm really looking forward. This overall, I think people are at like what would be a kind of a 70%, right? Great. So we need to really get now to the details of the interaction so that we really get to the top there, then we get this fully completed for Monday. Okay, really looking forward to seeing it. Bye-bye.